Could it be that the concept of species itself is nothing more than an illusion? If we accept Darwinian materialism as true, then that's the startling conclusion we must come to. There's an ongoing debate in biology, aptly named the species problem. It seems biologists can't agree on what exactly constitutes a species. In a 2019 article titled, "What is a Species?" The most important concept in all of biology is a complete mystery. It is stated, there is absolutely no agreement among biologists about how we should understand the species. One 2006 article on the subject listed 26 separate definitions of species, all with their advocates and detractors. Even this list is incomplete. The mystery surrounding species is well known in biology and commonly referred to as the species problem. The reason why Darwinists cannot rigidly define what a species actually is fairly easy to understand. In his 2010 article, Darwin, Design, and Thomas Aquinas, Logan Paul Gage states, Darwinism suggests that any matter can potentially morph into any other arrangement of matter without the aid of an organizing principle, without a universal. Darwin thought cells were like simple blobs of Jell-O, easily rearrangeable. For Darwin, there is no immaterial, immutable form. In other words, for Darwin, there was no universal. Darwin reduced species to mere epiphenomena of matter in motion. What we call a dog, in other words, is really just an arbitrary snapshot of the way things look at present. If we take the Darwinian view, there is no species dog, but only a collection of individuals connected in a long chain of changing shapes, which happen to resemble each other today but will not tomorrow. In short, the classification of a group of animals into a species requires us to appeal to what is known in philosophy as a universal. Yet, universals are immaterial and are therefore something that simply cannot be grounded within Darwinian materialism. As Michael Egnor noted in his 2015 article titled "The Fundamental Difference Between Humans and Non-Human Animals," universals cannot have material instantiation because universals themselves are not material and cannot be instantiated in matter. Besides the concept of species, the concept of self is another stumbling block for Darwinists. Noted atheists like Sam Harris state that the self is an illusion. Harvard professor Steven Pinker echoes the sentiment, claiming that our intuitive feeling of an executive I is an illusion. Duke Professor Alex Rosenberg goes as far as to say, there is no self in, around, or as part of anyone's body. There can't be. And Professor Jerry Coyne posits that our sense of self is a neuronal illusion. This poses an interesting question. If you, as an executive I, a self, do not really exist but are only a neuronal illusion, then why should anyone pay any attention to what you are saying? Illusions, by definition, can only ever express distortions of reality, not reality itself. In conclusion, the inability of Darwinian materialism to ground the concepts of species and personhood is more than a small problem for Darwinists. After all, how can Darwin's theory possibly explain the origin of species when it can't even rigidly define what a species is in the first place? Moreover, the irony, or perhaps poetic justice, is that in Darwinian materialists claiming God does not exist as a real person, but is merely an illusion, the Darwinian materialist also ends up claiming that he himself does not really exist as a real person, but is merely a neuronal illusion. And again, why should anyone pay any attention to what neuronal illusions are saying? By definition, what they are saying is a distortion of reality, and is therefore to be considered nonsense. Perhaps it is for very good reason that, when asked in the Old Testament, God referred to himself as "I am that I am."